Hey, it's New Comic Book Day. And I got nothing else really going on at the moment. I'm tired. It's been a long couple of weeks. Good couple of weeks, though. So, appreciate you. There are a couple of things coming up. It is October, so Halloween's coming. The Main Street Candy Crawl is part of that. The Zombie Walk, first Friday for November, is coming. So we do have things, but it's just not nearly as crazy for me as it has been recently. So we're just going to look at this new stuff. I think I'm actually caught up to where Babysitter's Club should be, following all the distributor stuff. So that's volume 17 and volume 18. A second printing for Batman #1, and 2 covers, and a shiny, and another cover. I still have copies of #1 first prints left over, but these covers are fun, so it's all right. Batman Black and White Compendium. Yeah, it's one of those big chunky ones, and nice Mignola art on the spine. This collects, like, I don't know, 5 black and white series from over the years, plus a couple of individual stuff, backups and other things, stuff from Solo, stuff from, like, an issue of Legends of the Dark Knight or something. A bunch of things packed in there. Just a good amount of fun, all with no color. Batman Ego, the deluxe edition. Some Darwin Cook and a snazzy new 2025 edition for that. Ego, some of Ego was used for the most recent Batman movie, I think. Batman Superman World's Finest. Hey, that's Robin and Supergirl. Battle Beast. Blade Runner Black Lotus, Blue Falcon and Dynomutt, Captain America, and 2 covers there. We've got a couple of the Muppets anniversary covers this month, and Catwoman, and that's one of the pumpkin spicy covers. I think we're about done with those. I'm not positive, but Darkwing Duck. Disney's Pixar 5-minute Pixar stories. Love these editions. They rarely last long. DuckTales. One World Under Doom. New Dungeons and Dragons from Dark Horse. This is the Fallbacks. Fantastic Four Gargoyles. And it's an all ages book, which is lovely. 2 covers there. It's a mini-series, of course. Teased on Free Comic Book Day. Fire and Ice. That one took a long time because of distributor stuff. Absolute Flash. 2 covers there. Flash Gordon. Ghost Pepper. 2 covers there. G.I. Joe. 2 covers there. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. Oh, no. 2 covers there. Particularly like that one. And Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone. Hello, Darkness. Herculoids. Hero Squared Complete Collection. This is all about me, really. But it's a Giffen DeMatteis thing. If you don't know Giffen and DeMatteis, they are the Bwahaha Justice League team from decades ago. And that is why I picked this up originally. It just looked like a bunch of stupid fun. And it was a bunch of stupid fun. And years later, all of the stuff is now stuck together. Incredible Hulk. And 2 covers there. I Hate Fairyland. And that's Popeye. Judge Dredd. This is another one of those distributor things, but I'm getting a couple of Judge Dredd collections in the store, so that's nice. Justice League Red. Crypto, Last Dog of Krypton. I believe that's the end of that miniseries. Lucky Devils. Masters of the Universe Andro one-shot. That was a Damage replacement from a long time ago, I think. Monster High House Hunters. This is issue 3, which I believe is Damage replacement. And then issue 4 is actually this week. So, Mark Spears' Monsters is taking a quick side jaunt for The Monster and the Wolf, and it's polybag, so I can't even show you the cool Mark Spears cover, which is fine. New Gods. 2 covers there. Nightwing. Plot holes. Sean Murphy wrote and drew this, I don't know, 2 years ago, something like that. And I had a subscriber sign up for it. And it ended up being, it sounds like a really cool thing. If you read Unwritten from Vertigo years ago now, it's sort of characters within books and the ability to jump from story to story. And there's a reason that this happens, and I don't want to give too much away, but I intend to read this now that it's out in trade. Power Rangers Prime. 2 covers. 3 covers. 4 covers. 5 covers. Did I get all of them? Yeah, okay. Predator versus Spider-Man. That collects the recent miniseries. That was late because of damage, I believe. Punisher Red Band, bagged because it's bloody. Racer X. Return to Skull Island. I think that's the end of that miniseries. Spawn. Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider Epic Collection. This is like volume 3 of that series, focused on the Gwenom stuff. Amazing Spider-Man. And 2 covers there. Star Trek Picard Omnibus. This has like 2 miniseries and 1 or 2 other things collected. Sort of like the Voyager Omnibus from the other week. Star Trek Strange New World Seeds of Salvation. That's probably going to be the last one of those on the shelf. Star Wars Legacy of Vader, The Reign of Kylo Ren. This is the first volume of the current series collected. And then issue number 9 of that series. And 2 covers there. DC Finest Supergirl Body and Soul. This is collecting a bunch of the Peter David run of Supergirl, which is astoundingly good, but just weird and sort of doesn't fit into Supergirl or the Super family, but very, very enjoyable, very good. You just sort of have to step back from it and be like, oh, this is different. And, it's a bunch of, it's much more fun than it feels like, because it feels a little dark, but that's also Peter David's writing. So Superman Unlimited, just for this special cover. Shredder number 2 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja variety Shredders. Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This connects to the, I don't know if it started a new animated series. Thundercats. 2 covers there. Titans connects to DCKO. Walking Dead Deluxe. Wonder Woman. And 2 covers there. X-Men Epic Collection, Wounded Wolf. This leads right up to the Mutant Massacre. It starts with the trial of Magneto. This is sort of right before I started collecting off the shelf, but I had purchased a collection from a kid with some of the stuff before this, but this is all still just knee-deep in quality Claremont X-Men stuff. Unbreakable X-Men, which is the replacement for Uncanny X-Men. And 2 covers. 3 covers. And 4 covers. Iron and Frost. Iron Man, folks, you'll be getting one of these. You can decide whether you're taking one. Rogue Storm. Sinisters 6. And Zootopia. I believe that's the end of that miniseries finally, which was also kind of a victim of the distributor stuff. And that is everything. No, it's not. Completely forgot these guys. Check these out. Omnibuses. Ugh. Birds of Prey by Gail Simone, Volume 1. After Gail took over, it became one of the more popular DC titles. Generally considered to be of very high quality, and covers 40 issues, something like that, about 40 issues, a little short, 35-ish issues. And then Superman from what's called the Triangle Era. This is volume 2 of the omnibuses. This is right up my alley. Someday I will have these guys in my collection on my shelf. And this is just a bunch of fun. And it does actually include the Death of Superman story. Just happened to fit into what was collected here. If you don't know, the Triangle Era was designated that because there were 4 Superman monthly titles. They all had a triangle on them so you could read them in the proper order. The story passed from title to title each week. Not very creative, but it did exactly what it needed to do. And it made the Superman books a lot more fun, I think. Now that is everything. If you see something you like, let me know. The sooner you tell me, the better. I will try and get it for you. Subscribers, you're doing good. Most of you. If you got stuff to pick up, let's get you picking up. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.